There is much more going on than meets the eye. The adventure begins here. And that's how trades are done on CS Money. With Hellcase multi-cases, you're no longer restricted by random case opening mechanisms. Now, you are able to pick any of the cells containing skins and actually determine what you win. Use the promo code and dive right in.
Just in time for a knife round. There you go. Looks like Team Spirit are going to be starting things off here on the CT side of Winstrike on the Terror. Or actually, no, it's going to be different. It will be, in fact, Winstrike on the CT side, Team Spirit on the Terror side. Of course, guys, I'd like to extend a brief welcome to our second map of the best of 3 series. For those who did miss our very first map, which was the map pick of Team Spirit's Nuke, it did go in favor for Winstrike, 16-4 if I recall correctly. And now this is Cash, the map pick of Winstrike, and if we can actually judge them from their performance on a map like Nuke, this might just be a quicker affair than I actually initially anticipated. Because Winstrike are definitely looking very hot, especially that Nuke matchup. We'll see how well it could actually perform here in Cash. It is important to note that I think they only played Cash once with this new lineup. This is, I think, going to be their second matchup here, official matchup on a map like Cash. So we'll see how well they can perform. They're going to be starting things out here in the CT side, as you can see. Waylander going to be opting to go for a decent amount of utility, in fact. Flash grenades being purchased, smoke grenade. It's going to be interesting to see how this one's going to turn out for Winstrike. World Edit might be seeing a lot of these CTs coming his way, as right now, Team Spirit slowly but surely shifting towards his A-bomb site. Vumich alongside World Edit have a pretty good setup here on the bomb site, though as the players are now approaching, they might just begin to realize that this is in fact an A-bomb site push. As Team Spirit now deploying their utility on the bomb site. Gonna be continuing moving forward. World Edit get absolutely destroyed by Daft Coast. It looks like Team Spirit now gonna continue moving forward. Those are some still good frags here for Winstrike, as Vumich is able to find 2 massive frags, stalling the push right now for Team Spirit. If anything, they have to eliminate Vumich as soon as possible, and now it's all up to Daft Coast to try and get the clutch in. It's not looking too good for Team Spirit. That's gonna be a pistol round victory for Winstrike. This is some very solid stuff from Winstrike. I didn't expect to see Vumich survive there for so long. He was on solo in HP. And yet when the push came down there from Team Spirit at the bomb site, they didn't even anticipate Vumich to be there. It had definitely paid them dividends. This round should be quite the standard one for Winstrike. They go and get a full eco here from Team Spirit, so it definitely shouldn't be the hardest of rounds for Winstrike. As we can see, there's not even an upgraded pistol in their part. Just the Glocks. 5 Glocks to be exact. Norbert, I'm not sure if you realized, but it definitely did soften up at least one of those players. But this is looking pretty solid right now for Winstrike. But still, Team Spirit might just be able to get the bomb down. And for that, they can definitely call this a pretty good eco. With the bomb now being planted, there's going to be extra muddy here in the pockets of Winstrike. Oh, pardon me, from Team Spirit. And as Coldy is still trying to find kills here, I think he... Wait, what? How did he haven't checked Coldy in this position, interestingly enough? Coldy does some serious damage to one of these players, but he can't get the kill. That looks so doable for Coldy at one point. But all good things must come to an end, and so does this round for Team Spirit. There's going to be now 2 rounds for Winstrike so far. Can't really say the last round was the easiest one for Winstrike. That actually did leave a decent economical dent for the Winstrike economy. Team Spirit guys are getting grouped up here towards main, and wow, that's actually world defining so much damage early on in this matchup. The nade does about 53 damage on Dafco. There's Coley already on just 14 points of health. This is looking like a pretty solid start here for Winstrike, but Vumich gets actually tagged through the main wall. That's something we don't get to see too often. In fact, uppers don't necessarily even try to go for the tag, which is a bit of a shame. It's definitely possible, but in nowadays world of Counter-Strike, you rarely get to see it happen. Here though, Molotov's being deployed from Team Spirit, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they will commit to the bomb site just yet. There is Dima, who's moving ever so closer towards the bomb site, but interestingly enough, he doesn't seem to have any of his teammates back him up. Dima's doing all the work here. Right about now, World Edit should, and we'll get the easy kill on Coldy. Right now, even though there was a decent amount of damage exchanged towards the A bomb side, the Team Spirit guys are heading back towards B. That is where Norbert is stationed at. Hoping to see a couple of these players come this way. Norbert stationed at headshot angle, does by the first kill on Sotpick. A couple more guys to go. Let's try to get this one doing. And in fact, there we go. That's a pretty good round for Winstrike. As a defensive there from Norbert. And Quick finding 2 kills was pretty impeccable for Winstrike. With that round now going in favor of Winstrike, it means that Team Spirit have to go for what seems to be, another eco here. Some of those upgraded pistols in their possession, but that's about it, really. Oh, pardon me. Some of those upgraded pistols do have a couple smokes coming in, so that's some utility for Team Spirit, but obviously not too much. But I can't really say that Team Spirit can get anything done here. In fact, if they're going to be heading over towards this A bomb site, they might find some success. We can see that some of the players are outside main, prepping up the smokes to be deployed to that A bomb site. And as we can see, the Winstrike players are playing somewhat passive here on the A side. They're pretty much hoping for a retake scenario. And in fact, luckily for them, it will be a retake scenario. We can see the smoke grenades now being deployed. The Winstrike players are going to have to go for this retake here, a 5-on-5 retake, most importantly. And once the smoke's done fading, I'm almost certain that is where the Winstrike retake will commence. One thing we have to note as well is the amount of utility Winstrike have here. They have the Molotovs, they have the grenades. They can very easily flesh out these guys out of position, but we can see that somehow Dima and Dafco is finding some crucial kills with the Deagles. And this isn't looking as easy as I might have thought here for Winstrike. They're getting all the kills necessary, Team Spirit, and they've been able to pull this one back. There's the first round here for Team Spirit. And I wasn't really hoping it to be an eco victory, but a victory nonetheless. Alright, well done, Team Spirit. Well, Wilmich, alongside Norbert, able to do some early damage at some day, as well as get the kill. And it kind of looks like Team Spirit in this round might just even try to go for this hit here on the A bomb site yet again. There's only lonesome Vumich here, so definitely could use some of his teammates backing him up, spraying that sees out of his wildly, but still can't find a single kill. It's looking pretty good right now for Team Spirit. They actually take over bomb control, and they should be able to yet again apply the bomb here in a pretty good position. They decided to take it a bit safer, so I can't really blame him, but Norbert spraying wildly with that MP9 of his. Let's land the kill on Sotpick, and somewhere down to a 2-on-2, make that a 1-on-2. Solve to Quick, he's up in the heaven position. bad spot to be in, but yes, both of these players gunning him down, and there's the second round for Team Spirit, and most importantly, they got themselves a good chance to also claim the third round, because we can see that Winstrike at a full-on eco here, they're gonna have a pretty difficult chance here in this matchup. Smoke grenades now being deployed over the A-bomb site. Team Spirit are going to make sure that the Winstrike players don't try to hide in those smokes, but that's the thing, you have to be very careful here in your Team Spirit. That's definitely a possibility for players to be hiding them smoke grenades. Right now, Team Spirit, as they're entering the bomb site, there's not a single kill working out here for Winstrike. So we're right now out in the middle of open, an easy kill for Team Spirit. Means that Waylander and Quick are pretty much out of this round. I'm not really sure if they can find anything at this point, just gonna be a rollover here from Team Spirit. They will have themselves the third round, that's for sure, but obviously the likes of Winstrike, they weren't really counting too much on a round like this. They're just hoping to have that proper investment on that 7th round. Oh, interesting enough, looks like Waylander has been able to recover a rifle for his trouble, so it's obviously not too bad for him. He should be able to survive with that rifle, so okay, I guess that's something salvage here in Winstrike. But of course, this round is where the Winstrike guys do decide to go for what seems to be full-on investment here, which may be contemplating whether to buy the AUG or the M4 in this position. Looks like he will try to go for the latter. Can't really say this is a poor investment for Winstrike. In fact, they have the necessary smoke grenades. There is a lack of defuse kits, that's for certain, but the guys here from Team Spirit, this seems to be quite the fast push here. World are able to line up at least one of those kills, but of course there's still a lot more of these players to go. Look at the damage that's being dealt through the smoke grenades, and the Quick right now should and won't get the kill on Dima, interestingly enough. This is still looking like a pretty good round for Winstrike as Sotfig alongside Dafkost. I think they're just going to continue on moving forward with the bombs, so that retreating is definitely not an option, and that won't really be the case, as Winstrike do have themselves the 4th round here on the CT side. The guys here from Team Spirit, yet again, will go for the investment. You can see that they still have a decent amount of their money. Yeah, in fact, this is a very decent amount of money. Not only do they have the rifles to work with here, but they also have Dafkost on the sniper rifle, who so far has been one of the heavy hitters for this Team Spirit team. Can't really say he had a very good matchup on that one too. I think at very rare moments Team Spirit had the sniper rifle to work with. And right now, because Team Spirit at least have some sort of economy here, you can see that sniper rifle being deployed. Coolidge doing some early damage there in Coldy. Vumich right now might be in a whole world of problems, as it looks like the Team Spirit players, at least they want to try to go towards a bomb site. Now as they backed away, something tells me they're just trying to sell a simple fake, which they have succeeded to some extent. Quick has now rotated back towards the car position. But the Team Spirit players going to smoke grenades, the Molotovs, in some of the more crucial positions of the map. They're going to continue on taking over mid presence, but they have to go up against World Ed, which does become a tricky scenario for them. Dima masking the footsteps with that rifle shot. It does look like that Team Spirit at this point gonna try to group up and try to hit this B bomb site. It's still a possibility. They have themselves a decent amount of utility in their arsenal. But of course, you still have to realize that Waylander alongside Norbert, they have the utility of their own. They have the point. This is going to stall the push even further here for Team Spirit. Norbert right now out in the middle of open. Could get something done here, but he cannot. And right now, look at this. 8 seconds remaining. If Waylander is able to drop the bomb carrier, that's pretty much it. In fact, it may not even be necessary as the bomb doesn't have enough time to be planted. And that's going to be the round here for Winstrike. As the players, CTs, shall I say, with them winning such a crucial round, we can see that they've left a pretty big scar here for Team Spirit in terms of economy. The guys here will go for the force buy here for sure. Well, shall I say, proper investment here. But if the Team Spirit guys end up losing this round, that's gonna be it, pretty much. No money for their side. It's just gonna have to go for a full-on eco. And that's, of course, a very scary scenario for Team Spirit, so they're gonna try to give their 100% and try to win this round. There's some aggressive positioning from Vumic. Didn't see him in the main position right now. He could, if he does wish so, he could very well position himself towards main and just hold that angle, but it looks like he's going to be playing a bit more safer. A bit of safer style of CS. There's Norbert, who's got a pretty good angle here. Could actually get something done here. He is going to be seeing a lot of these players coming his way. That's the first kill for Winstrike. And right about now, Waylander will also pop in. This is yet again looking like a pretty good round right now for Winstrike. As the Team Spirit players, it does look like with them now being only 3 players surviving, looks like they're just going to be heading over back towards that A bomb set apparently. The good thing for them is that there's only Lonesome Vumic there, which if they're able to get the kill on Vumic quick enough, they might just be able to continue on with that push on the bomb site, but they must hurry up in that regard. Softy now out in the middle of open, he has the Molotov out. It means that right now it's actually Coley finding 2 kills. Didn't really notice how I actually found the second one. Right now, Vumic doesn't win the fight against Coley, and Coley goes nuclear. There's 4 kills for him. And now with that bomb being in the possession here of Team Spirit, they can very easily plant the bomb. And Waylander in this scenario, it does look like he wants to try to go for this retake, but it's going to be such a difficult scenario for the Winstrike players. Oh man, it looks like they even anticipate where Waylander is coming from. Coley right now, holding the angle, sees the player in his crosshair. There's the ace for Coley. Quite an important one at that. And I think with those 4 kills, he's now become the highest fragging player for the Team Spirit. What an important round 1 here by Team Spirit. With this victory, they have more or less reset the economy of Winstrike, which means that they will try to go for the force buy here. They will have 2 of the pistols, and I think Vumic might try to go for a FAMAS, I think, and yeah, that's going to be a FAMAS for Vumic. In terms of utility, it's not looking too good here for Winstrike, and I mean, I'm not even talking about the fuse, because those are non-existent here for Winstrike. Oh, a little boost here. Actually, they could get something done here. There's not a single player looking towards the boost here. There's Vumic finding the kill on 1, but quick trades here from Team Spirit. And in fact, there's still a lot of trades happening here towards middle, as the Winstrike players are putting the fight back here to the ball. Coley alongside Dima. And continue on with their push here at the bomb site. There's actually a certain Waylander who's made his way to the bomb site. Team Spirit, if they want to plant the bomb here, they're still gotta be very careful. Waylander, he gets consumed by the flames, almost in fact, still somehow lives enough to survive for another day, but as he goes down, it's all up to Quick to try to get the clutch in, and he cannot succeed. There's gonna be the 5th round here for Team Spirit, as somehow they're able to pull it back. That's something I didn't expect to see. It looked like such a good scenario for Winstrike, with them being in the 3-on-2, but they kind of screwed that one up. And of course, their screw up is a Team Spirit victory. And most importantly, they can actually get something done here, even in this round. There's going to be Team Spirit going up against the full-on eco from Winstrike. Should be an easier round here for Team Spirit. I don't really see how they're able to falter this one. But as we can see, Team Spirit guys gonna be making their way towards B bombs. So there's, in fact, 4 players using Winstrike, and they're able to find at least 1 kill. There's 1 more for Vumic, but the Winstrike players, at least they're able to do some damage here. But nope, there's actually a headshot there in Sotvic. Guess it's not looking too bad here for Winstrike, but yes. This round should be pretty much over, but even though it is a 2-on-2, Quick and Vumich gonna have to be very quick to find these kills. Oh, good one for Sumdayoung. And Vumich still finds a kill on Sotvic, so now we're down to a pretty awkward 1-on-1. But like I said, I don't really think that Winstrike's Vumich is going to be able to pull this one off. As in fact, Sumdayoung is able to spot him out. And he doesn't even have the fuse kit, and yeah, the bomb's just planted there in the open position. This is pretty much over here. Oh, okay, Vumich still somehow finds that last kill, but yes, it's still going to be around here for Team Spirit. You can't really take that away from him. And even though Vumich does take down 3 and recovers the AK-47, it's still not a victory for Winstrike. Like Vumich is going to be seeing a couple players coming his way. I'm not really sure why Sumdayoung thought that was a good idea, and the same question could be asked here for Waylander. I'm not really sure when he was trying to go for that play. It didn't make a lot of sense, and now Winstrike gonna have themselves quite a difficult time with this retake, as Team Spirit, they will be able to plant the bomb. And I don't really think that Winstrike are gonna be able to stop him at this point. As the bomb does go down, the Team Spirit fellas still got a decent amount of utility in their possession. Looks like Team Spirit, they will have themselves a very good situation here. They want to try to push it for the smokes, I guess, Winstrike, but you can see that it's not looking too good here for the Winstrike players, as they're not able to find a single frag so far. Their best bet will try to get the hell out of here, which Dima won't allow them. At least it won't allow for Walden, and Vumich might just be able to say that M4 of his. But it's still going to be looking like a pretty good round here for Team Spirit. The 7th run for them on the terrorist side. And they're looking much better here on Cash than they did on Nuke. And it kind of looks like, with this round going in favor of Team Spirit, Winstrike do decide to take a tactical timeout. That's honestly understandable from their part. This is their own map pick, and they're kind of struggling here against the Team Spirit. Even though they do have 5 rounds here on the CT side, which isn't too bad, they can surely acquire a couple more here on the CT side, and then you could call it a day. For now, can't really say things are looking up here for the Winstrike players. They're probably going to end up losing this round as well, as Team Spirit. They're gonna go up against a full-on eco, I presume, and this being an eco for Winstrike, they weren't able to accomplish too much here. Even though Vumich does have that rifle of his, the rest of his teammates only have the pistols. Oh, looks like some of the Winstrike players have caught on to what Team Spirit is doing right now. This is going to be a B bomb set push. They will be able to plant the bomb. And looks like Winstrike right now, even if they try to go for the retake here, it's going to be very difficult for them to accomplish anything at this point. I think, again, for Vumich, probably is just going to have to get the hell out of here and try to save that rifle of his, which is pretty much his main concern. The rest of the guys, with them having only the pistols, I wouldn't be too surprised if they would decide to try to go for this one. Oh, maybe find some exit frags, maybe try to get these kills. Once the bomb ends up exploding. As Waylander, at least he does succeed with 1 kill. And that seems to be about it here for the Winstrike players. Only that 1 measly kill and the 8th round for Team Spirit. This is a pretty solid investment here for the Winstrike players. We can see that they have decided to go for a double op setup pretty early on here. And this straight up gone for the double op. Not going to be wasting any more time here. They're going to try to win this round against Team Spirit, because if they don't succeed, I mean, it's very likely that Team Spirit might just be able to run away with their 9th round and maybe even the 10th. And that certainly looks like a pretty poor scenario for Winstrike. We do get to see that Boomich is alone here towards the A bomb, so he doesn't really have a teammate backing him up. Oh, there you go. He definitely doesn't have a teammate right now, as World ends up going down towards the hands of Colby. It looks very possible right now that Team Spirit might just continue on with this A bomb. So of course they do get the initial kill. And with that kill working out here for Team Spirit, like I said, I wouldn't be too surprised if this will be a push from their part. They have a decent amount of utility. With that utility now being exploited, it looks like the push will take place here for Team Spirit. They're throwing down the more common positions here that Winstrike have been holding. Right now, Vomit still somehow wins the fight against Sotvik, and that's actually the bomb being dropped, so Winstrike can now make a full-on rotate towards his bomb setting. Quick is able to take down lurking Sum Young, so this is now looking horrible for Team Spirit. In fact, they're losing all the gunfights, and that's going to be the 6th round here for Winstrike. Oh man, that's something I really wasn't hoping to see. Team Spirit, they're able to drop that bomb so early there, their push, and once the bomb goes down, like Winstrike, they know what's up. They know that the remaining Team Spirit players have to recover the bomb. There's only, what, 30 seconds remaining? Team Spirit, not only do they have to pick up the bomb, they'd have to commit on that A bomb site by that time. Because there was also a certain Quick making a flank towards main. Oh, there's a pretty aggressive play there by Dima. This does net him at least 1 kill, but as we can see, there's still Sum Young doing some work towards the B bomb site. Sum Young, though, doesn't look like he will be able to see Waylander, but Sum Young sure does. As right now, this push is looking pretty bad for Team Spirit. The World Leader trying to fire it off as AWP. Now this round is looking pretty good for Team Spirit. They should be able to secure themselves the 9th round here. And with them having the 9 rounds on the terrorist side, that's actually going to be pretty decent for Team Spirit. As you can see, Boomich, yeah, that's an easy kill for Coldy. And that is going to be 9 rounds here for Team Spirit on the terrorist side of Cash. And Winstrike with 6. I mean, if you're a Winstrike, I don't think you're going to be too dissatisfied by having 6 rounds. But surely you were in a pretty good position to might, well, even try to run away with this half. I saw that at one point the scoreline was 5-3. And yet, I somehow saw the Team Spirit boys come out on top. Oh, this is quite an early push here from the Team Spirit players. And it looks like they might as well just continue on pushing towards this B bomb site, apparently. They're obviously going to realize that if there's no one towards B, it's obviously going to be an A bomb site push here from Winstrike. That's a good kill from Dav Cost. And with that kill working out here for Team Spirit, it does look like... yeah, it looks like Team Spirit realized that the jig is up. They know that Winstrike, if they're anywhere, they're obviously on this A bomb site right now. The T players... can't really say they have the best of positions right now. Waylander kind of stuck here behind the forklift. Because of course, Worlded has to make sure that the flanking players don't get the better of him. Waylander is pretty much the linchpin in this round. He has to try to win this fight. He does have Waylander to back him up. This is a pretty good scenario right now for Winstrike, because the bomb is also planted out in the middle of open. This is looking very solid right now for Winstrike. He might just be able to get one more pistol around here as Dima shooting around with that P2000 of his. Looks like he runs out of bullets. It's, yeah, a horrible scenario for Dima. And most importantly, a victory here for Winstrike. They end up picking up their, what, 4th? I'd say it's probably their 4th pistol round here in the matchup, I'd even say. I think they won both of them on Nuke. They definitely won both of them here. And, well, that's quite the win percentage here for Winstrike for pistol rounds. You know, they're going up against a full eco here from Team Spirit, so adequately, they decide to purchase a couple of those SMGs. Oh, at least Vumic knows that the Molotov forced out one of those players out of the open. Now, I can't really say this is working out too good here for the likes of Team Spirit. Only have the pistols in this round, and Dima, though, hoping to find 7 here towards the A-bomb site because you can definitely use some of these kills. But as we can see, the Winstrike players are going to make sure that Team Spirit have as much of a difficult time as possible. They have deployed the smoke nades as well as Molotovs to flush out these CTs out of position. World Edit, he doesn't even seem to care that there's a tired players of pushing there right behind the forklift. It's a good thing he has his teammates backing him up, and not going to be the most cleanest of rounds for Winstrike as they do end up losing one of their players, but it's still not too bad. I mean, there's the 8th round here for the terrorists, and now they're going to be going up against a proper investment of Team Spirit. And interestingly enough, it kind of looks like Winstrike are just going to continue on playing with the SMGs. In fact, World Edit is going to make a repurchase of an SMG, not a buy of an AK. Well, something tells me with Winstrike having those SMGs in their possession, they might try to go for a faster style of play than usual. There's a couple of these Winstrike players deploying the utility over the B bomb site. Kind of looks like that. With those utility being deployed, they're just going to continue with the push right now. There's Dima, the lonesome player, right on the side itself, and Dima can't win the fight against Norbert. It's still Cole doing some serious work here. He finally goes down, but this is where Winstrike can actually... Oh no, the bomb's been dropped, so World Edit has to make a pretty important jump here, and Dapkos can't land the shot. So it means that at the very least, Winstrike can plant the bomb in this position. The retake here can get a big easiest one for Team Spirit. My question is, are they actually going to continue on to go for this one? Dapkos is able to find a crucial kill in Norbert. And right now, I think on the back of that one kill, Team Spirit might just continue on with this push right now. Vumic, I'm not really sure why Vumic actually goes out of the safe position. He's now left at a 1-on-1 against Dapkos, and Vumic, actually no, World Edit does go down here to Dapkos with a crucial shot with the AWP. And I'm not really sure, does he have enough time? I think he might have. It's going to be very close, and Dapkos, oh man, he still gets the defuse in. That was so close for Team Spirit, and somehow they're able to pull it off. That was some great shooting from Dapkos. Dapkos right now, position himself towards middle. Not going to be finding any kills as of yet because Winstrike, it doesn't look like they're too content to actually go down and push middle. They're going to be playing this one safe so far as Winstrike. They have a decent amount of map presence towards the B toxic area, main as well. But it doesn't look like they're going to be heading over towards middle just yet. I would presume that Team Spirit at this point is going to continue on holding the angles. They don't really have a lot of information on where on earth Winstrike are going to be making their move, but as we can see, Dapkos does find the kill on World Edit. And it kind of looks like the Team Spirit just continue on moving forward here. As Winstrike, they're able to find at least one kill thanks to Waylander. This does ask a pretty interesting question. Where on earth are they going to continue on moving forward? As the Winstrike players might just move on over towards the B side. There's only Lonesome Coldy here. They can very easily overwhelm us. There are 3 players here from Winstrike. The Coldy's got a pretty good angle here to find at least one of these kills. But now there's really little time to work with. Did they even have enough time to plant the bomb? I think they should have. But as we can see, Quick right now finds the kill on Daft Cost. And with that bomb now being planted, Some Young can't say he's going to have the easiest of clutches, but that's some good damage being dealt by the nade. Some Young right now might just continue on moving forward with that rifle of fizz. But oh, that's a good kill for Some Young. Now has to find that one against Quick, but Quick put himself into some good position, and yet Some Young is going to be able to come out on top. 2 kills for him, the clutch works out, and there's the 11th round for Team Spirit. We should look at that. Some of the Winstrike players are going to be falling pretty early here as Team Spirit do decide to play a bit more aggressively towards the B Toxic. Winstrike right now, I'm not really sure why in a scenario like this they wouldn't try to maximize their chances and try to stick together and hit one of these bomb sites, but as their Spirit are relatively thin, that's going to be easy pickings here for Team Spirit. See that Norbert? He will get shut down here by Sothik. Can't really say this is working out too well here for Winstrike, but interesting enough, nope. Waylander still can't get a kill there. And right now, it's all to the hands of Vumich to try to get this clutch in, but let's be real. This 1 in 5 ain't gonna be too easy here for Vumich, as Dima should be able to spot at his feet once you get closer towards the B bomb site, and Vumich will go down. That's gonna be the 12th round here for Team Spirit. They're looking pretty solid right now on the CD side. So far, they've actually forced out the Winstrike players to try to go for the timeout here. As Winstrike, they have to discuss what on earth is our game plan so far, because Team Spirit have been able to have some good success, I might add. 3 rounds for them. They've reached the double digits territory. They got 12. If Winstrike want to try to equalize the scoreline, there's still going to be 4 rounds necessary for them. But even then, as this CD side is looking pretty solid from Team Spirit, Winstrike are going to have to show us what they're really worth here on cash. This is their own map pick for those who are tuning in. And of course, our second map of the best of 3. The first map, it did go in favor of Winstrike in a pretty convincing fashion. It was 16-4, if I recall correctly. And now we're here on the second map, which is also, most importantly, the map pick of Winstrike. And yet, Team Spirit, they're not having the most... Well, can't really say that Team Spirit are showing us any bad form of CS. They're looking much better here on the second map. They're really struggling to nuke. There's no way of denying it. But here, on a map like Cash, they definitely have been able to find some of their form here on the terrorist side. And it's looking pretty good right now on the CD side. Let's still see how well it goes here for Team Spirit. But for now, I think the Winstrike guys have decided to go with the force buy here. They're going for a full-on investment, it seems like. They should have a decent amount of money to have even, I think, a sniper rifle, but no. Apparently, they're just going to continue on playing with the rifles. They still have a decent amount of utility, so you can't take away from Winstrike. Though we are going to be seeing a bit of a change up here from Team Spirit. They're going to be putting one of the players in the shroud box, so that's something Winstrike may not anticipate just yet. And in fact, oh, this is quite interesting. 2 players in the shroud box. That actually does make a lot of sense. If you're Winstrike, if you end up seeing 1 player in the shroud box, you think you got that kill, and that's pretty much it. There should not be a second guy in the shroud box. That cannot be the case. But here, Some Young will allow one of these players to go on through, and that's of course now the bomb being dropped. Some Young sees the feat. And there is 1 more kill for Some Young. As right now, Team Spirit They're in pretty good positions to secure themselves another round here on the board as Vumic, last man standing, and there's so many players he has to find, and he only gets one of them. That's going to be 13 rounds for Team Spirit. They have reset the economy of Winstrike yet again. And I think this is... Oh, it's not the maximum boost money just yet for Winstrike, but they're very much close to reaching that. Another eco here for the Winstrike players. They have some of that upgraded pistols in their possession, but I'm not sure it's going to be working out too well for them. Will does get the first kill, but Coldy up from the heaven does take down 2. Wonder if the Winstrike players can actually continue on moving forward with this bomb set, because we do get to see 3 players here from Winstrike. Team Spirit, though, they do have 3 of their own apparently. And now it's all up to Quick with the Eagle. He does know there's one guy up the heaven, but it's going to be very difficult for him to get the clutch in. And there's the 14th round for Team Spirit. Like I said, they're actually looking a much more solid team right now on the city side, especially on that cash. Maybe Nuke just, tends to happen in best of 3 series that you're not always putting your all effort in, say, the one map, and then somehow you come into the second one and suddenly all your players are able to frag and they're able to find some serious success. I will say this though, Sotpick is still kind of struggling here on the second map, but the good thing is that he does have his teammates who are doing a pretty good job. Winstrike now, with them having the proper investment, we can see they're being very careful in their approach on this cash T side. Quick now, holding a pretty tight angle, maybe hoping to spot out one of these Team Spirit players, but that may not be the case, in fact. Quick guy has the points of utility here over the B-bomb side, but that's not going to force out a single Team Spirit player at all. They're just going to be holding off to their positions. If anything, Will does find the kill on Sotpick. If anything, Team Spirit is going to continue on holding their ground. Dapa's trying to find that kill, but it's a good thing that Dima's there to help him out. It's still looking like a pretty good scenario for Team Spirit, but Worlded doing as best as he can. His second frag could have been the second frag there for Worlded. But for now, 30 seconds. I wouldn't be too surprised if Winstrike just try to group up and hit this B-bomb site. I'd say that's the obvious choice for them. I think Coldy might have spotted out a couple of these players coming in. There's the flash grenade being deployed. Good frag for Coldy. And it looks like Winstrike going to continue on with this push here in the bomb site. They have to eliminate Coldy as soon as possible, and Norbert succeed in just that. So now it's all to Dafcost to try to get this 1-on-3 in. Not going to be the easiest of clutches for Dafcost, but let's see if he might try to give it an attempt. He realizes that his team does have a lot of money in this upcoming round, so Worlded almost very close and hitting Dafcost there, but it looks like Dafcost will be able to get out of here with his life intact, and most importantly, with that sniper rifle in his possession. Vumich though, trying to find an early kill, which he actually does do a decent amount of damage there on Davkos, but most importantly, he does get tagged by Davkos himself. So right now, the Team Spirit guys just going to continue on playing quite passively here on the bomb sites. Stodvik looks like he wasn't really amused there by Norbert's movement. Looks like Coley doesn't end up finding the first killer quick. The Winstrike players do end up losing one of their own so early that I wouldn't be too surprised if they might just try to go for the execute, but as we can see, they're just peeking off here one by one, and that's really not working out for you, Winstrike, at all at this point. For me, it seems to be very plausible that it could be seeing another round here for Team Spirit on the board, as Team Spirit got themselves a 5-on-3 scenario, very doable 5-on-3 nonetheless. It looks like Davkos might just be able to win the fight against Vumich, as slowly but surely Vumich is making his way here towards Highway, but the question is if he can actually find a single kill so far, because Davkos looks like he does have his number, or in fact it's someday young to get that kill. That also works here for Team Spirit. Right now Norbert going to continue on moving forward on the bomb side alongside his teammate Waylander, but they're pretty much out of the picture already. There's 15 rounds for Team Spirit, and it looks like Winstrike might have to go for a pretty wonky force buy. I mean, this is possibly the last round of the half, so the Winstrike players have to go for the force buy. There's no other way of putting it. It's just that the force buy may not be, well, a good looking one. There's Vumich and World Edit still having around $3,000. I'm not sure if they bought anything, but if they have the Kevlar being purchased, they can very easily get them rifles in. Well, we do have an AWP in the hands of Norbert. He might just be able to get something done here with that sniper of his, but this is a glass cannon off, so it's going to be very difficult for Norbert. But we can see that Vumich is going to be putting himself in a pretty orthodox position. I don't think there's a possibility in the world that he will anticipate a player to be so close, and yet someday Young gets caught out switching his guns. It kind of looks very possible right now for Winstrike to just continue on barreling their way on this B bomb site. This is starting Coldy here on the side. Someday Young will get the kill, I think, for the rafters there. So right now, Coldy alongside Davkos is going to try to hold things down. It's still looking pretty solid right now for Team Spirit. But my question is, will Norbert alongside World continue on with his push at the bomb site? Norbert firing off shots with that sniper rifle of his. But it seems to be very possible that Winstrike are going to go back towards this A bomb site. But interestingly enough, it's actually only Lonesome World who's gone his way here. He doesn't have his teammate backing him up, so if World ends up dying here, that's going to be so bad. Davkos, yes, he gets the kill on World. This does mean that Norbert has to try to get the clutch in, and, well, he does have the sniper rifle, and of course, it's a glass cannon op, which means that Norbert has to try to find that kill with the sniper rifle as soon as possible. Oh, man, the position here of Davkos, he could be anywhere to the map. Oh. Looks like Davkos heard the footsteps there from Norbert. Definitely they now know each other's positioning. If Davkos, if he's quick enough to get the aim punch in, he might just be able to win the fight, or the headshot will do. That is going to be 16 rounds for